Okay, we're here. We're going to talk about the first Harry Potter film, which is called, if you don't know, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Not the Sorcerer's Stone.
Or in some cases, it could be the Sorcerer's Stone.
It's not.
No? Okay.
Well, it is, but it's not. It should be.
It's known to us as the Philosopher's Stone because of the name of the book, which obviously developed into the film. But then, of course, over in America, I believe it was just America, maybe in Canada as well. They changed it to the Sorcerer's Stone for their own reasons. I don't really know the political reasons, but they did. So this has been my second viewing of the film, and I feel like we're going to watch all the other films because for a reason I'm going to show you in a second. But I always think the second viewing of a film is the best viewing because you're not going in unknown anymore. You kind of you already know your thing and you know what's going on, you know the story and you know the characters. You can then see the other stuff and appreciate it more. That's just my opinion.
Agree.
But we watched all 8 of the films in 2017 for the first time.
It was that long. No, I didn't watch them for the first time.
I did, yeah. You watched it with me, watching it for the first time in 2017, and it was great and stuff. Really enjoyed, but is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good to know that back then, but you know those films are so serious sometimes and so much to take in.
Yeah.
They can be kind of like confusing.
Especially
sometimes.
like you didn't really know anything.
Yeah.
Like, at all. Like, I guess because we watched Star Wars at the same time for me for the first time, and I kind of knew what was going on.
Yeah, right.
Well,
because you knew the main characters
and
stuff.
I didn't know what was going on. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but I knew like the main point of the film and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd seen parts of it before, whereas you actually didn't know any of the characters really at all. So.
I knew Harry. Yeah, no, it's a good point because like I was trying to learn about it as well as just trying to enjoy the film. Yeah. I think that hindered my enjoyment. What about you in terms of watching it for the first time?
I have no memory of when I first watched Harry Potter, which is weird considering how much I loved them. Like,
would you say they're probably your favourite franchise? Favourite movie franchise?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I don't even remember going to see any of them in cinema, but like we seem to think I saw the last two.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure I remember you going and I didn't go.
Like the 2 Deathly Hallows, but ow.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, and what annoys me is because I wasn't really a reader when I was younger either. So I was saying this to my friend the other day actually. Like, I wish I had been because I probably would have read like Harry Potter, Maze Runner, Hunger Games, Divergent, right. But like I didn't, and I've only seen the film of these things. Yeah. So like I wish I had, but I don't know.
I wish I was like better aged to see them. I suppose obviously that's not going to happen because the first one came out in 2001, and I would have been 4. Rachel wouldn't even be born yet.
I mean, I was born in 2001, but
yeah. So I guess I wouldn't have enjoyed it anyway if I did go. But I wish I was like an appreciative age where I like liked films and stuff and liked cinema to see them because I think they're a perfect cinema film.
I feel like if you had been like 12 or something when the first one came out,
and seeing them grow up,
so exciting.
Would have been brilliant because you grew up with them.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel that that attachment to them.
Because a lot of people like that I know that have read them when they were like 10 or something or like just starting high school.
Yeah, that's why I felt very strong about making sure you go to see all the Avengers films when they were coming out because you're seeing them as they're coming out and you're experiencing those films in the cinema. It's like that as well. But we've always wanted them on Blu-ray. I've always wanted them on Blu-ray. So I feel like they're the sort of films that like you should always just have, just in case, like Star Wars and like maybe some of the Marvel films and that sort of thing. Back to the Future, you should have them just in case. But I was always like, I'm refusing to pay 40 quid for just the basic set. But then this quarantine, I decided I wanted to read a little bit more. I read a wrestling book. I read Jim Ross Under the Black Hat in about a week, and it was one of the quickest times I've ever read a book. And I went, I'm going to try and, we've got this downtime, we'll try and start reading some more. So I had this lying about. This is obviously the first Harry Potter book, and I bought Rachel the set for Christmas one year? Christmas or birthday one year?
I think it was just my 18th.
So I know that she's got all the books there. So I was like, maybe I should try read Harry Potter. So I got through Philosopher's Stone really quickly with the assistance of the audiobook. They were doing a thing on Spotify.
Yeah, I think that was kind of part of the attraction as well, wasn't it? Yeah. They had, what was it, 30 years? Did I make that up?
It's not 30, it can't be 30 years.
I don't know what it was. It was
it's
like
an
anniversary thing, and it was like different like celebrities / people involved with Harry Potter films, like reading parts of
it was really
the book.
Cool.
And so I thought that would help. Like Chris read them as well. Like I thought it'd be like interesting.
Like it started off, Daniel Radcliffe read the first chapter, and then Eddie Redmayne did one, and Olivia Colman did one, and David Tennant did one, and then Stephen Fry did one. Who is famous, probably his, I don't want to say his most known thing, but he's one of his most known things is that he did all the Harry Potter audiobooks, which has always been an attractive thing for me. I've always said, okay, maybe I'll listen to his audiobooks whilst I read the books, but I've just never got round to it. But because they were doing that thing in Spotify, and he was so good at his chapter. Because he was really good at putting on the voices and really like kind of made the story come to life a bit, and I was like, I kind of want to just listen to him. So I found that for some reason they're all online. Like, I know, like, you need to buy them and stuff, but like they're all online for free. I probably shouldn't have done that, but like they're all on there. It's not as if it's
shouldn't
like
be telling people that, but
it's not like an illegal thing. It's just online. It's not as if I've searched for it. It's just it was there. So I listened to that, and I read some chapters myself, some chapters with the audiobook, and it just kind of helps break up a little bit. And I got through it, and then I was like, I just want to watch the films now. And I want to see how it compares, because I know that's a big argument sometimes. So I went on Amazon, and we found this big, beautiful box set. Dad, this big, beautiful box set, and it was £50. However, this comes with 8 discs of special features and the 2 Fantastic Beasts films.
It is beautiful.
And it's this beautiful, big, white box set.
It's got the Deathly Hallows in the front. Like,
Yeah.
It's just...
All the details of the 8 films. And then the 2 Fantastic Beasts and all the special features.
There's a lot as well. Like, Chris opened yesterday when we watched the film. He opened, like, the, you know, in the menu, and like opened the special features, and he was like, whoa. Like,
I couldn't believe how much there was.
We were taken aback because there was so many.
Now, I don't know how I feel about this setup.
Careful.
I like it because it looks so full on. But it's quite basic. I was
There's
expecting...
literally, like, discs under, like...
Yeah.
Remember we were going through it and we knew there was layers, but then it was like double.
They're all double disc.
They're
Look, so
discs as well.
there's the Philosopher's Stone disc. And then, oh, in fact, that's the Half-Blood Prince, and you take that one off, and there's another disc underneath.
Like, we didn't know we were getting all this, but I didn't anyway, because Chris was just
I didn't know. And then they flip
I think it's
over.
worth it, like the extra, what, £10
Yeah.
that we would have spent.
But that's what I mean. Like, we were going to buy just the basic releases for £40, and I thought, this is so much nicer for the shelf. It's got the 2 Fantastic Beasts and all the special features discs. So I was very impressed with the layout and stuff. But I like how it does look really full on. It looks as if you've just got all the films in this one box. I like that. So we watched the first one last night, and it was so funny because the first time we watched the films, Rachel was kind of cluing me up on things and stuff, and she was like, when this happens, you can think about this. And
see, my problem is I haven't read the books as much as I really should have, and like, but I've always been so into Harry Potter, so like it's always been known as like my thing in the family. Like, it's like, oh, Rachel likes Harry Potter. So then people, like, Chris asked me questions, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, some, because I don't have a good memory, and like, I've just watched, like...
and there's so much.
I've seen them all, but like, I think the first time I ever sat down and watched them all start to finish was probably with you. Like, I think I've seen them all individually.
Right, aye.
But like, they would just come on like STV or something. Like, I'd never like sat down and watched them all as like the... What's that called? The...
Binge it.
Series? No, like the...
Box set?
Whatever.
The series,
You know
the
what I mean?
box, the...
I hadn't watched them all in the one go, basically.
Consecutively? No.
So I was struggling myself with a lot of it, and then like...
But even just like things like characters and stuff, like you would be able to keep me right and that sort of thing, which was nice. But then we watched it last night because I'd read the book. I was like, I never shut up the whole film, and I hate when that happens. I hate when you've got someone who doesn't shut up.
Paused it every like 20 minutes, and was like...
Wasn't that bad?
It was like, oh, but see, they'd go into more detail here in the book, or like, Rachel, do you know, that's actually because of this, and I'm like getting jealous because like I'm like into books, so I should know this, but I've just never read them. And then the Harry Potter's math thing, and he just came in and stole it. They're my books that he's bought me.
This is actually
He's
my
reading
book.
them.
This is actually my book.
That's true. We have like 5 copies.
We have 5 copies of Philosopher.
We actually do. It's an issue because we keep finding them in fun copies though.
Yeah,
And we're
different
like,
colours. But listen, it's good marketing. And it's not to annoy or frustrate. I was just more...
He was proud of himself.
I was enthusiastic the fact that I knew it was going on more. Because it was the second watch, but also because I'd read the book. And it just motivates me to read the books again and then watch the film after.
He literally said at one point during it, he went, I'm really glad you've seen these before because I would have spoiled this about 7 times if I didn't.
I did
Because
say
he
that.
kept going like, oh, is that not because of this? And I was like,
Aye.
I don't know, like I can't remember.
And there was something that happened and I was like, oh, shouldn't have done that or something. And then Rachel quoted Hagrid, she said, shouldn't have said that. I'm just looking forward to reading the books more and then watching the film after and comparing them. I don't want to be one of those guys that's like, oh, the book's better, because the film, I mean, it just brings to life everything and it's so magical, and pardon the pun, with the music and the setting and everything and just the atmosphere of the film is just brilliant. But they do, I didn't notice it before because I hadn't read the book, but they do skip around a lot. It's not so much they skip, but it moves so quickly. And I was saying to Rachel last night, I was like, the film is 2.5 hours long. Like, so the book is what, 360 odd pages or something? I was like, how can they fit all this? How many pages? How can they fit all this into this long film? Yeah, 330 pages. How can they fit all this into just 2.5 hours if they're already skipping the whole first 5 chapters or something? But they do move really, really quickly. And I can just imagine back in the day in 2001 watching this film and like, people must have been so confused. Like, they're seeing all this stuff for the first time.
Well, we weren't talking about it, we watched it, the trailer, because it's on
Yes.
the box set we got.
One of the special
so
features.
we watched like the, what was it called?
Theoretical trailer.
Theoretical trailer. But first,
No, theatrical. Theatrical is what Big Bang Theory do.
Right, okay, well, that.
Theatrical.
I'm an English student, by the way. It was on for so long. Like,
Yeah.
the trailer was like literally like 4 minutes long.
No, it wasn't that long.
It was.
But they showed
And
so
it
much
had
stuff.
like I think they were trying to be clever about it, but it was, what, 2001 usually?
Yeah.
So it wasn't as like edited as it is now and like as dramatic in that. It was like shown every, like a clip of every scene.
There's like this big thing now where like trailers reveal too much, and I kind of agree with that. When I go to the cinema, I don't mind watching them, but some of the main ones I kind of try to avoid. And if I'm doing a reaction to one or whatever, that's fine. And I do feel like a lot of times, I mean, the reason they're revealing so much is to get you to go see it. Look how cool this is. But a film like that,
Effect,
but there's so many. Like, do you know who do it the best? Well, maybe not the best, but Marvel do a really good job because they tease you. I mean,
they kind of trick you in Marvel a wee bit as well.
Yeah.
Like you think you know what's going on, and then it's actually something different in the film.
Marvel fans are going to go anyway, but it's nice to kind of get that like.
Because I remember, do you remember with the Endgame?
The trailer, yeah, and they show old footage.
Yeah, and do you remember when they're like walking in
Yeah.
like spacesuits,
Mhm.
and you couldn't really see who was there,
Mhm.
but you thought you could, and I was like, well, that's a bit dumb because they're just showing you.
Yeah, it's a big
But
part
like
of the
it's
film.
literally not. It's literally in
Yeah.
the first like half of the film, and
But then that film is so clever because they do more stuff in individual parts of different films.
Yeah.
That's a whole other video.
Sorry.
But, no, I totally agree. And the trailer for 2001, I was like, wow, they're revealing a lot. But then again, nobody knew what it was, so you had to kind of entice people to come in and see this really cool thing. Like the quote is like, "You're a wizard, Harry," and it's like that's the one quote that's going to try and sell the whole film. Like, you know, the way like the music builds up and then it goes out and it's just that one quote. But yeah, the film is great. It's so much fun. It's
so cute.
It's really cute.
So adorable.
It's funny when you watch the other ones and you see them with a long hair and they're all tall and stuff, and then you watch the original.
I often forget how little they were when it began. Like,
Yeah.
Because to me, like they seem young, and like for example, in the Goblet of Fire ones, whenever I watch like interviews or like stuff from that, I always think like, oh my god, it's so long ago.
Mhm.
But then you go back to this one, and it's like
It's crazy.
they're tiny, and it's just, and also I kept saying last night, like it's so many obviously big important moments. Like the first time like he meets Ron,
Mhm.
for example, it's not like
Just
brushed
happens.
over,
Yeah, it
but
just
it's like
happens.
it's there, and then it's like that's the biggest thing
Now they're pals.
that happens to him. Like he like needs that, and it's just crazy.
It's funny watching them back and seeing everything being hindsight being 2020.
But right, okay, actually that's what we were talking about last night. Who's sassier, Book Harry or Film
Oh,
Harry?
I think it's got to be Book Harry because
Everyone says that.
because of
Everyone
all
says
the
Book
punctuation. There's always like all these like mad quotation marks and exclamation points and things like that when Harry says stuff in the book. But I mean, he's pretty sassy in the film, I think.
The one of the deleted scenes is really sassy. Like the bit they're in the classroom with Snape,
That's right.
and like he's giving him trouble for not paying attention. Then he like in the deleted scene he speaks back to him.
Mhm. But
and,
they
like,
cut that bit in the film, though.
Yeah, it was like a extended version in the deleted scenes. And
But yeah, a point I was making last night is we watched all the deleted scenes, and all of them came up to maybe like 12 minutes or something.
yeah,
And the film's already 2.5 hours. Like,
May as
why
well.
why would they not just add in those extra? I guess they needed the deleted scenes, I suppose. But
True.
a lot of the deleted scenes were like moments in the book where like I was watching the film and going,
Where
oh,
is
they
that?
left out that bit, but it's in the deleted scenes.
yeah.
So yeah, if there's any Harry Potter fans out there that haven't read the book, you being one of them, it might be interesting to see.
Don't shame me like that.
I'm not going to shame you. I'm just saying it might be helpful.
I have to go on the book.
We'll
It's
see.
hard. It's hard to like because it's a commitment to read all of them.
That's the thing.
And, like,
Rachel.
It took a while.
In Rachel's life, she has to read other books by necessity, so that's kind of putting them in the way of watching or reading Harry Potter. I'm sure if like it was easy to just pick up a book and
See,
read it
that's
in a week.
like, but then that sounds bad because then it's like we've been literally in lockdown and I haven't had to do anything for months.
You've
But
read
I've been
books.
reading other books.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, well, because I know the story.
That's
like,
what I was going to say. Like you're
it's
already
not
so
as,
far
like,
in.
exciting. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it will be once I get myself invested in it, but it's like I already know what happens, so I'm not like I have to find out.
Yeah.
Because the book I'm reading right now, I just found out it has a sequel. Well, I knew it had a sequel, but I thought it was out. But turns out it doesn't come out till August.
And what's the
so
book?
I mean, Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, and the sequel's called Wayward Sons. But I didn't know that. I knew it was like coming out, but I thought it was already out. But apparently it's out in August. So now I'm like in that. So now I'm going
So
to
you're
get
gonna
that
get
when it comes out, which
Yeah.
is exciting because
That's
I've never
exciting.
really had that. So
Cool. Well, thanks for watching. If there's any Harry Potter fans out there that have any suggestions about my progress watching the films and reading the books alongside each other, then please let me know. I'd like to maybe update my progress as we go in a vlog style thing, but it might take a while because I'm going to do book, film. So it's going to take me the rest of the year really. So it's going to be fun though. It's going to be fun comparing them and seeing what I'm reading come to life and that sort of thing. I don't want to sound too cliched there, but it's going to happen. I'm on chapter 6 of Chamber of Secrets, by the way.
Maybe because I already know the story, I can like do it alongside other things as like a casual thing.
It's going to be easy reading for you. It's
Plus,
light
how many
reading.
chapters do I have? 16?
That one had
18?
16, I think I must get 18.
Right, so if I break it down by chapters, I can do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to do 1 or 2 a
But
day.
mind you, the other books are bigger. Like Order of Phoenix,
my
Goblet of
God.
Fire.
I've read some big books before, but they've been autobiographies and they've been things like that. But like the biggest novel I'm ever going to read is going to be Order of Phoenix. You just read another book that you loved? Normal People?
Yes, I read Normal People by Sally Rooney.
And you'd recommend?
And I've been watching the TV show actually as well. I haven't finished it yet, but yeah, I really love it. Oh, I told my friend I was reading it and she went and got it like that same day, right? And then I told her I was reading this next book, like Carry On, that I'm reading now. And she's literally bought that and she was like, you said to buy it, so I bought it.
She's
I
like
was
the
like,
bookworm.
okay, ow. Well, I like to think I am, so.
Yeah, there you go.
Not, but.
Okay, cool. Thanks very much for watching. This is going to be, I guess, the start of a wee Harry Potter chat here on the channel. So until next time, thanks very much. Take care of yourselves, everybody. And I'll see you all next time.